right, hey you guys, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. We are in the middle of the Humboldt Redwoods. This is my old stomping grounds. This is where I grew up. Not a bad place to grow up. Hey, today we're gonna you're gonna share some products, right?
Well,
Yeah.
So from time to time, companies will send us product. We are going to show you some product that was sent to us. This isn't paid.
I drive my truck over it.
Yeah, it's not true.
I kick it down the hill.
we only share what we like.
Yeah.
And we only share what we like because if we don't have something nice to say, we don't really say anything at all.
Yeah.
We focus on the gear that we love. So all the stuff you're seeing here is, we think, useful, quality, and gear is fun.
And
it's
the community does too. So not only us, but the community is a great like hardcore R&D. They use these products and tell us if they're actually rugged, if they're actually going to do the job. Because you guys are like the most hardcore users of gear that exist.
That's true.
So we're going to jump right in. Hey, before that, let's mention.
There's two things we need to mention.
Go. You do the first one. I'll do the second one, no matter what it is.
Okay. We have currently, from filming, if we're filming today and you're going to publish this tomorrow, we have 5 days left on our Republic campaign for, you can get an equity stake in Overland Bound. We're offering
own a piece.
You would own a piece, and we're offering it to our community first. We've had a couple of fancy conversations, and as we pursued the ideas of being able to accelerate the development of Overland Bound 1, we want to give our community an opportunity to actively participate in it, to be part of the journey, part of the process with us. So if you're watching this a year from when we went live, sorry.
The ship has sailed.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
But for everybody else, 5 days left.
I got things to say too. And the most important thing for Overland Bound is not Corey and I, it is the community. And so that's another reason why this way to level up Overland Bound and the software we provide to the community, it just made sense for the community to have the chance to own it. So that's why we're doing it.
And we thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have been so supportive beyond our wildest dreams. If you guys go and look at the campaign now, you guys are way above the minimum goal. So thank you very much.
Link in bio.
We have to just say one
Link
sentence.
in the description.
What we are building it's Overland Bound 1, the tools for the community to connect with one another, and it includes community connection, trip and event planning and get-togethers, and off-grid mapping and navigation, state-of-the-art tools. That's what we're building for the community.
Yep.
All right.
It's come. We've developed it. We've built it from scratch. It's come a long way, and there's way more we have to do, which is fun, and we're going to speed it up.
Such exciting stuff coming in 2 months. I can't even talk about it. And we release a new version of the software every 2 weeks. So if it's not there this week, might be there in 2 weeks. But it's going to be the best damn app on the freaking planet because you guys designed it. Let's go.
There you go. You heard it here first.
All right.
Okay, let's jump in.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's start with a very basic piece of kit, which is the double insulated water jugs. There are plenty on the market. This is Brew Truck. What I like about Brew Truck, they do the Overlander coffee press. They do a lot of different products around coffee and water.
And we use them
and storage.
So we've had their
Overlander
their coffee press in our store
years.
for a long time. So these are new products.
So what makes these unique? Because here's what I like about Brew Truck. They don't just create another version of something standard. What Brew Truck has done is they've taken the lid and they've made it so that you can easily fill. And then the second piece here makes it so you can easily pour.
Cool.
It's really simple. It makes a difference. We took it out this past week, made it easy to fill, easy to pour on the trail. You're not sloshing water all over the place and wasting it. I'm serious, it's a small thing. They thought about it, they executed on it. I love these. We have them in our store. We have a lot of Brew Truck in our store, and we've now added these. They come in 3 different sizes, 18, 1830.
And the
Down here. Wow. And we have them in black. And Red Rock, again.
There won't be a test later. You're good.
Thank you. Yeah. I really like the thought that went into the design. I liked it.
Your own personal coffee cartridge. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
What do we got?
So now,
in the magic box.
So that was the Brew Trucker. Now Gerber sent us some utensils, and I gotta say, I like these a lot. This is the complete cook, eat, clean system. And what it is your standard, hold on please, your standard spoon, fork, knife. However, there are a couple of additional tools and functionality built into it, including
two uses for every piece of kit. That's a good little, if you can do it, that's a good little mantra.
So you have your fork, wow, your fork and your spoon. You also have a spatula and a serrated edge for a knife. But what locks it in place is this multi-tool that's a peeler, a bottle opener, and then it also will open up any sort of sealed bag, because they can be tricky at times.
Yep.
So you really do have a bunch of functionality, and it collapses back down to this form factor, which you show there.
Yeah, and when you see the price, it's because this is made of unobtainium, so don't be judging. Actually, I have no idea how much it is.
It's a buy once, cry once. Also, there are sharp pieces to this, which is efficient if you're a grown adult. I wouldn't recommend it for kids.
Yeah.
At all. So this is definitely.
Or you, Bob.
Yeah, Bob. He's gonna know exactly which Bob he's gonna know.
Yeah, because especially since I'm gonna put a picture up.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Right.
So, yep, collapses back in on itself. Big fan of this. Takes up very little room. Easy to store, easy to organize. It's rad, and that is from Gerber.
Cool.
So thank you, Gerber. We have enjoyed this.
All right. And what do we got here?
Those are my socks.
Oh.
You're gonna cut that out, right? Okay. Next on the list, not a conventional piece of equipment for this channel or for overlanding in general, but something to consider when you're out and about is footwear. So, full disclosure, my feet are super sensitive. I have a combination of damaged joints from rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis from 20 years playing soccer and dancing. So, my feet are super sensitive. Danner sent me a pair of shoes, and I'm always skeptical about shoes. And so for this past week, I tried them out. I wore them 5 days in a row over multiple terrains, and I was able to walk at the end of the night. Yeah. And as Michael knows, if a shoe doesn't work, I can't walk at the end of the day.
And we're not kidding. I mean, there's been nights where I've carried Corey around because her feet just said, "I'm done." So no, this is it's a huge thing.
So this is the Trail 2650 Campo. These are fantastic from Danner, and some things I like about them. They are water. I don't think they're waterproof. They're extraordinarily water resistant. They are super breathable. They fit super snug. The sole of the shoe is a little bit wider than the foot, so I had more surface to navigate the terrain. We took this on soggy trails to the beach, climbing over rocks, in the mud. Crossed a couple of good-sized puddles, and I cannot rave about these shoes enough. I didn't have to use any insert. These I would feel comfortable with in any climate, any terrain. If I was going to do more hardcore hiking, I would want a full boot, but for just day-to-day, these are now going with me everywhere.
And I've had my Danner boots for years now.
B-roll.
So same company.
B-roll of his boots.
Yeah, Danner boots, I've had these for 5 years, 6 years?
No, those ones you've had for 3.
Like I said, 7 or 8 years, you guys. And they're still going strong.
So Thank you, Tanner.
Yeah.
These were incredible, and I love the colors too. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Last but not least.
Last but not least, in this very quick video
Yep.
about possible gear you might want to use on the trail, we have the, close this up. We have, we'll have tons of B-roll here. The rugged, hold on just a second. I want to get it right. Cut that up.
Thanks.
We have
Thanks a lot.
the rugged.
Now I gotta edit.
Last, what we'll talk about is the Rugged Road ultralight cooler.
I'll prove it. Look.
And this is the, I wanted to get it all right. This is the 65 series.
Now I'm super strong, but I can tell you guys that it is pretty light.
It is extraordinary. This is, we call it Corey friendly because I can, with my bad joints, I can haul it around. What we like about it, first of all, there's plenty of information out there. It performs as well, if not better, than a Yeti. The other thing I like about it is, okay, well, it is large, so it can be cumbersome.
Yeah.
The handles on the side are awesome in the sense that they actually come up over the cooler edge, so you're not knocking your knuckles around.
Yeah.
The clasp system in front, really great. Those hardcore plastic knobs, the rubber.
You know, I mean,
our Mark is back here.
We all
out of focus.
We all like to have things that are heavy duty, but when they're so heavy duty that Corey can't open them, it's a drag. So you know.
But I'm kind of high maintenance like that. So
good engineering for a heavy duty yet easy to open latch. You got to go the extra mile, but it's a benefit.
So we talked about the performance is comparable to a Yeti. The price point is also comparable to a Yeti. However, I think there's just more features and more bang for buck. The final, and I think best part of it is the lid. The lid, you're able to pop the lid off.
And we did this.
Yeah.
We did and then use it as a tray.
Yeah. So you have one side in which there's the ruler for fish to measure things out.
To exaggerate the fish you caught.
To exaggerate the fish you caught.
These are actually, each mark is actually 3/4 of an inch. So when you say you got a 10-inch trout.
Okay.
Yeah. See?
And then you can flip it over, and it has cup holders in the surface for to place your food. Then, if you need to access the cooler with everything on it, it is as simple as lifting up, grabbing what you need, and slotting back down.
Now, yesterday we were on the back roads, and Corey said, "Flip it over so we can use the cup holders." And I was like, "I don't want to flip it. I don't want to mess. I don't want to disassemble a cool." And it was super easy.
It was super easy.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just super easy to do.
And the snap-on, snap-off engineering. Snap-on, snap-off, snap-on, snap-off. The snapper is very, very easy to use. Big fan of this. Thank you, Rugged Roads, for
it's great.
Rugged Road
I really like it.
Sending us this. This is, you guys know we have love-hate relationship with coolers. At least those of you who've been watching for a while. We currently have the Dometic drawer fridge,
which is great.
Which is great. However, this came in handy.
Well, and let's talk about the broad range of.
We had more than us.
Yeah, and just the broad range of needs. Once you go refrigerator in your rig, which is super nice to have, you guys know there's a whole infrastructure around that, like a second battery. You got to make sure you have all the support that you need for a refrigerator. A good cooler goes a long way without having to have a refrigerator. So
especially when it has table functionality, that is just convenient and easy to use.
Yeah, you guys are north of $2,000 if you're going to install a refrigerator. Now you're going to say, Michael, but that's crazy. But
that's the all-in.
The all-in cost, if you get one of those big refrigerators and you add on top of that the battery management system and you add on top of that
wiring,
the second battery, you start doing the math.
The inverter.
A cooler is a great solution. You don't need a refrigerator to go out there and
Yep.
adventure.
So that's what.
That's it. All right, you
that's
guys.
what we got. We got the Rugged Road ultralight cooler. This is the 65
Yep.
series. We have the Brew Trucker with the double wall insulated water and coffee containers with the double spigot, one for a huge pour, one for a gentle pour. Then we have the Danners. They truly wonderful
great.
shoes.
Yep.
I'm very stoked on them.
I love the Danner boots.
And then the Gerber utensil kit.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
You guys, hey,
That's it.
we'll continue doing reviews like this from time to time. And we have rig walkarounds, we have how-tos, do-it-yourself projects, we have trip videos.
Lots of do-it-yourself.
And reviews here on the channel. So check some of them out, and hopefully, you guys, Outfit Explorer, we'll see you out there on the trail, all right?
Yeah.
All right.